Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura Show. Good morning, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another morning with me, Laura. It's Wednesday, August 20th. And let me tell you, it has been feeling like September. It's been feeling like fall. I'm loving the weather we're having, but it's making me sad about what's coming. And sorry if it's a little glitchy right now. I'm noticing a little bit of glitching on my end. So if it's glitchy for you, I apologize, but just hold on a minute and it usually sorts itself out. Sometimes the morning is just a little hard for this old computer here. Hi, Laura. How are you? Good morning. Hi, I'm good. Let me just move this so I can see everything. I'm good. We went to the vet yesterday. We had a big vet appointment with Mr. Rohan. That's Peekaboo back there, but Mr. Rohan had his annual vet visit, and he actually got put on 2 new medications in addition to the gabapentin. So we talked to them about the peeing, and the vet basically said that's super not, like, the likeliness that he's just being a dick is very low. Our cat is peeing where he's not supposed to. He's peeing all over the house, wherever he feels like. So we are, like, constantly cleaning up pee. And our vet, we told her about all of the things that we've been doing for him, like how we got him a water fountain, how he's been on gabapentin, how he has his own private spot. We have an extra litter box, like all the things that we've done. And the vet basically said some cats, anytime they get a little bit stressed, their stress response is inflammation. And the smallest area of inflammation that happens is in their urethra. So if he feels a little stressed, like if construction workers come through our house, he could have inflammation that evening, pee somewhere where he's not supposed to, but by morning the inflammation is gone, so he won't pee the wrong place tomorrow morning. Like it can be that annoying. And she said she takes it really seriously because it's one of the more prominent reasons why people have their cats euthanized. She said people rehome their cats a lot. Like rehoming a cat because it pees where it's not supposed to is fairly common. And euthanasia for a cat that pees where it's not supposed to is fairly common. So she said, I take it really seriously and I want to find solutions as opposed to like having to rehome or put down the cat. And I was like, oh, we were not even there. And she was like, yeah, but like if you deal with it for 5 years or 6 years, it can weigh on you more. And I was like, oh God, okay. Well, thank you for taking it seriously. So, by the way, if you're new and you're just tuning in, this is a crochet channel. We are going to crochet. I promise. We are going to be working on a new project today. I started it. I'm filming a video for it, but it's actually a lot of, like, it's going to take me a long time. So I figured we could work on it during the live stream, and that way I can finish filming it today. It's going to be a really cool bag, but aren't the colors fun? I'm using up my wool. I'm hoping I have enough. I thought I had enough, and now I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, maybe it's not quite enough. But we are going to be crocheting, I promise. But I want to talk about the vet first. So the vet said what is likely... Oh, first of all, he's also way overweight. She didn't say way overweight. She said, oh, he's overweight. And I was like, really? And she was like, look how small his head is. Isn't his head so pretty and precious? And I said, yeah, it's really small and cute. And she said, the rest of his body should correspond with his head. And I was like, okay, rude. So Rohan is overweight, and that's okay. She said he's not like morbidly obese, but he's definitely overweight. So he weighs 6.65 kilograms. So that's like 14 and a bit pounds. So he's 14 and a bit pounds. We thought Peekaboo was 10 pounds. Rohan is 14 and a bit pounds. So what does that make Peekaboo? And when she was like, oh yeah, he's really overweight, I was like, oh my God, when we bring Peekaboo in, you're going to be so mad at us. She's so much fatter than Rohan. So Rohan is now on a deficit diet, which is so sad. Usually he gets wet food and kibble, like both in the morning and then both in the evening. Now he's only getting wet food, and he's only getting it, well, he's getting it both in the morning and the evening, but he's only getting wet food, so he's going to be a hungry, hungry boy. Poor baby. But it's my fault. I overfed him, so I have to now underfeed him, so he's going to be whinier. But the vet prescribed 2 new medications for him that are supposed to help with inflammation and stress. So one of them is Prozac. It's like she gave the chemical name for it, but he's going to be going on Prozac now, which is like a more long-term anti-anxiety med that cats can go on that apparently helps a lot with bladder issues. He may have chronic inflammatory bowel disease. And I said, is there a way for you to like test for that? And she was like, not really. It's more like if we try everything and he's still doing that, it's either a behavior issue or an inflammatory bowel response. And those cats usually stay on a steroid or an anti-anxiety for a long term. So for the next month, we have a month worth of the next a month worth of the next drugs for him. He's going to be going on Prozac and prednisone. Prednisone's a steroid. So they put him on a steroid for a month, but it's like 1 pill a day for a week, then 1 pill every 3rd day for a week, then 1 pill every whatever and then 1 pill a week. And then it's going to be 1 pill a week. And that's just going to be this, apparently the steroid is just going to keep his inflammation down so that he doesn't have any pain. Because she said we can't tell if it's painful. He sometimes yowls, and she said, so there's probably some pain there. But cats aren't super obvious with it. So she said the things we have to look out for are like lethargic behavior. If he's too sleepy, then we have to like decrease the amount of Prozac that he's being put on, because we don't want him to be like, we don't want his quality of life to be negatively affected. It's just to help with the anxiety that causes inflammation. So it's like we want to get the right dose for him to help his anxiety but not make him drowsy. So they have him right now on the lowest dose, and then we're going to see how that is for a month. And if it seems to be good, they'll continue it. If it seems to be like not helping, they'll try to go higher. And if it seems like he's drowsy, they said we can decrease it. And then he's still on the gabapentin because she said they work on 2 completely different parts. The Prozac's going to work on his brain. The gabapentin works on his nerve endings pain, and then the Prozac is going to help long-term, the Prozac is long-term brain, the steroid is short-term inflammation, and the gabapentin is long-term inflammation. Man, I don't know. I'm not a vet. The main important thing is that we now have 3 meds for Rohan, and now it's costing roughly $120 a month for his care, which is fine. Like, I'm just complaining. I'm just venting. I'm not complaining. I'm like, that's what it costs. But it's like $120 a month now for the meds that he's going to be on, which is $1,200 a year. So I can see why people would not want that. That's annoying and expensive. But he's just a person too, and I would want healthcare, so whatever, man. It was a fine vet visit. He was very well behaved, because he's always well behaved at the vet. He's so social, and he's so meowy, and they're like, wow, he's so talkative. That must be so fun at home. And I'm like, oh my God, we literally went for meds the first time because we thought he was broken because of how loud he is. So anyway, Rohan's fine. He had a fun little excursion to the vet. He came home and he was fine. I don't think he peed on anything yesterday at all. Oh no, yes he did. You know what I found in the morning? I went over to my kitchen island because there were onions and tomatoes in a basket. And I said, maybe I'll have a tomato sandwich. And I picked it up and it was wet. And I went, that's disgusting. It must be rotting. So I took it over to the sink to investigate where the rotting is and to see if it was like another tomato that had rotted it. No, it was just wet. So I put it down. went back over to the basket. He had peed an entire pea into our fruit and vegetable basket that sits on our kitchen island. So our kitchen island was covered in pee. The floor around it had pee on it. I had to pull the island away from the wall, scrub down the whole wall, wash the island. I just threw out the basket and everything in it. I'm not taking cat pee out of a wicker basket. No, thank you. So had to throw all of the food out, obviously, and then I had to wash the island, and for no reason. For no reason. That's just where he chose to go. At least it was in a receptacle. Sometimes it's just like on a desk. But the kitchen island has now been. That was the first time that's ever happened. So it was yesterday. So let's see how today goes. It's the first day on the steroids, and it's the first day. No, he's not starting the. Did I say Prozac? It might be Zoloft. It's either Zoloft or Prozac. It's a human medication that they've diluted or digested or whatever to make it safe for cats. And it's like a small dose of one of those. I can't remember now. Zoloft just came into my brain, so it might have been that. All I know is my poor kitty cat has anxiety that makes his tummy hurt. I hope he feels better soon. Thanks, Hope. I hope so too. I think he will. He's a happy cat. I'm sure he'll be fine. Right. So what I'm working on right now is a bag, and I'm going to show you how it's going to work. I think it's going to be really cool. So it's going to be a long rectangle, and we're going to fold the rectangle after we crochet it so that we end up with like an envelope shape. Do you see? It's like that. So there'll be a flap over the top of the bag. Isn't that cute? Actually, that's cute too. No, it's this way with a flap. But we have to make a freaking long rectangle first. And I thought, oh, I can hammer this out easily yesterday when I started filming. I can do it. No problem. It's going to be so quick. Oh, no, it's not, Laura. I have to do 32 inches of fabric, and I am currently at like 4 inches. So it's going to take me a while to get through it, and I'm not super looking forward to that part. But sewing it together is going to be so cool, and it's going to look so cute. My plan is to felt it. Oh, you can't see what I'm working on. I didn't want to take out my second camera yet. You guys can just understand I'm crocheting. No, take out your second camera. Anyway, so I was just figuring we'll take a break from the sweater today so that I can work on that rectangle so that I can finish filming the video so that I can continue to have content come out, because that's part of the job. Making videos and whatnot. I also cut my bangs very short. I don't know if you can see. They are super, like, before they were baby bangs, now they're like micro bangs. I saw a video and it was so funny. It was like me cutting my bangs shorter until men stop approaching me. And I was like, that's silly. That's not even my reason, but I love that that's a side possibility. Just make men avoid you. Okay. Oops. Nope, not like that. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right angle here for you. How are you guys doing this morning? 9:15, huh? Okay, so there's the view. That's pretty good. Let's move me over here. And then we could just do it like, oh, these are my frozen grapes. I froze grapes first. I sprinkled them in sugar, and then I froze them. So they're like frozen sweet grapes. Yum. See, look. Can you tell it's frozen? It's like icy inside. Very, very yummy. Okay, let's not knock over the coffee, okay? Let's not do that. There. I feel like that's not quite right. That's better, except now we need it rotated. Please hold. Yeah, like that, right? Now you can see what I'm doing better. Cool. So, now what? What's going on? What can we talk about? I feel like yesterday I just worked. I just filmed. Oh, did you see my new video that came out? Did you have a chance to watch it yet? I made a new video and it's for baby booties. It's like a remake of my most viewed video. I have a video that has nearly 1 million views on it. It's like 940,000 views, which is pretty cool. But that video, I redid the pattern from that video in a new video, and it seems to be doing well so far. I hope you have a chance to check it out if you haven't yet. And if you do check it out, please comment on it. Leave a comment and leave a like. It really helps. And I'm hoping that that video will do well because it's basically, you know, it seems like it's got a good chance to. All right, now I'm going to change yarn colors. I'm changing yarn colors every 2 rows on this. And I'm going to change back into the purple now. I'm like fairly certain I do not have enough yarn to finish this project, but I'm going to just move through it as though I might have enough yarn. I need to make 30 inches of fabric and 32 inches of fabric, and I just didn't even think about not having enough when I started crocheting, and now that I'm looking at how much yarn it's taking, I have this, and this. So with these yarns and the purple, what I'm thinking is if I do gray every other row, so like 2 gray, 2 purple, 2 gray, 2 green, 2 gray, 2 yellow, 2 gray, 2 blue, 2 gray, 2 purple, until I run out of gray, and then I'll switch to this other gray, which honestly, now I'm looking at it, are definitely not from the same color lot. They're the same color, but they're not the same lot. Do you see? This one's like lighter. This one's like bluer. It's a little bit rude. So, great. Thanks for ruining my bag. Anyway, we're going to work with the purple now. Lordy. Anyway, the video that came out yesterday was for baby booties. It was the remake of my most viewed video, and I think it's going to do well. But if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, check it out later today and let me know what you think about it, because, I mean, I don't know. It's a new video. I have to drink my coffee before it gets cold. This is the second attempt at a cup of coffee today. My first cup of coffee went cold, so I poured out half of it, and then I filled the half that I poured out with hot coffee, being like, it'll warm up what was left of my coffee. That went cold, so I poured out the whole thing, and now this is my second attempt. And it's just about not warm enough. What are you meowing at, Peekaboo? Is Toby bothering you? So, what else happened yesterday? Oh, it rained yesterday. Most of the day, it was glorious. Like, not all day. There were periods in the day where I could go out and, like, be in the garden and everything was just sort of damp. But it rained. So, it's now rained, not just yesterday, but the day before it rained in the evening. So, it rained Monday evening, Tuesday on and off all day, and now it's still raining this morning. It's literally glorious. It's the perfect temperature outside. I said to Alex, I wish we could go to the beach yesterday. It had been raining all day, and it had just been, I would have loved if it could have rained a little harder, like if we could have gotten a little more water out of that sky, but The consistency of the rain was still super like soaking for the garden. Oh my god, Peekaboo, you scared the daylights out of me. She just jumped onto my desk. Hey baby girl. This is literally the only spot I don't really want you to sit because it's white fabric and I'm using it to film. I'm gonna have to use a different one now because your gray fur is all over it. Look at this little kitty cat. The vet's gonna be like, she's so fat. You're so fat, Peekaboo. You're so sweet, though. What are they supposed to say? She's so fat because she has to be. It's all fur, I think. I think Peekaboo is just like a furry cat. She just got thick fur. Does that feel so nice? Getting your scritches. Trying to get work done here, kitty cat. Okay, I'm leaving you alone now. And you leave me alone too, okay? We'll see how that goes. Hello? Am I just in here talking to, like, the wind? Where are you? What are you doing? Tell me about your life. So yesterday I spent a good amount of the day inside working, but I also spent some time outside. I pulled all of the little weeds that had been starting. I've also noticed a whole bunch of seedlings are kind of going through their growth spurt right now. So a bunch of seeds that I threw in, I don't know, June, I guess, are now turning into plants. So there's a few amaranth that are just little, like 6-8 inches tall right now. I've decided I'm not going to pull them out, even though like it's mostly near the end of the season. I think I'm going to instead just let them go and see if we can get them to the flowering point. I have a few cosmos like that too, where they're tiny right now, but I don't like, they're not taking up space that is otherwise needed, so I'm letting them survive. Same thing, there's a few marigolds that are the same way. So hopefully we can find a way to have lots of flowers all the way into the cooler weather as it comes. But the garden is going to explode from these multiple days of soaking rain. Unfortunately, like I said, it wasn't like a soaking heavy rain. It was like a light rain for lots of hours, which is still really good. Rain is rain. You can't beat a good rain. Like, you can't water your garden the way that the sky does. It just does a better job than we do. It's just the way it is. And for that reason, I'm very happy about the rain. Also, the rain has, I don't know, magic in it, some kind of minerals and magic that allows more growth. Because let me tell you, hey there, Jay, good morning. Good day, Laura. Have a great day. I'm off to bed. Have a great rest. I hope you had a good day, and I hope you have a good day tomorrow. So, with the rain, I haven't had to water in a couple of days, which is nice, because it's not my favorite part about having a garden. But I've decided, I have a friend coming over this weekend. We're doing a girls' day. We have this big plan. I went a couple of weeks ago, if you'll remember, I went to Toronto and had a girls' day with my friend. Well, she's going to come down and do a girls' day here on the weekend. So I've decided I'm not picking any flowers this week. I told Alex, I'm not picking you any bouquets. You have just the one that you came home to. He came home on Sunday and I had a big, like, gorgeous bouquet picked for him. But I said, you're not getting any more bouquets this week because I'm saving all the flowers. I'm only going to cut off flowers that have died. Like, I'm not going to cut beautiful flowers, only flowers that have died, like deadheading essentially, until my friend comes, because that way she can see the garden in a week of full glory. Like, as if I've been gone for a week, I'm not going to screw around with the garden much so that it looks as amazing as it can ever look. And I want her to pick a bouquet while she's here because there will be a lot of flowers blooming by then. So my hope is that we're going to have, like, this rain is going to just kick off a crazy growth spurt, because then all of the flowers will push out like new buds. And then by the time she comes for a visit, the garden will be just absolutely majestic. And that would be amazing for me. I would love that. So that's my hope. But the rain is definitely helping. The only thing I don't love about the rain is that it makes it easier for slugs to travel. And I wish slugs would go extinct. And unfortunately, they have decided to make their last big stand on trying to breed in large numbers. They've decided to do that in my backyard. So there are huge numbers of slugs of all ages, of all sizes. I hate them so much. And when it rains like this, they are just everywhere. They're just everywhere. They have no shame. They have no fear. They're just crawling around my backyard, all over my plants. And like, I wouldn't mind if it was just that they're gross. Like, I don't mind seeing earthworms on the ground. They don't attack my plants. They eat dead stuff. Whereas slugs, they eat alive stuff. They eat all of the petunias. They like go absolutely bananas. If a petunia is small and wimpy, they'll eat it down to literally a stick. They have these like rasping tongues, kind of like how well, I guess a snail is like the same thing. Anyway, they have like this beak, sort of like a sharp cartilage piece on their mouth parts that looks and acts kind of like a scraper and a tongue. And they just lick and scrape until there's nothing left. And they just eat all of the plants in an area. And they leave their slimy trail behind them. So I hate them and I try to get rid of them, but I also hate touching them because slugs are disgusting and their slime gets on your hands and I hate it. And if you wear gloves, the gloves end up not being able to grip the slug. Like I've used like nitrile gloves and it's like after you pick up 5 of them, the gloves are like too slippery to pick them up. I hate them. I hate slugs. Anyway, so the rain also invites the slugs into the backyard, which is not my favorite thing. Peekaboo is just being a big fat loaf lying down on my desk. Are you just a big fat loaf? Don't bite me. I live here. You don't pay rent. Who do you think you are? Hey. Hey, hey, don't bite me. Don't bite me. Don't you bite me. Don't. Whoa. Harassment. Green is next. Anywho. Hello, I'm crocheting. Very good. Me too. Hopefully this bag works out. Hopefully I have enough yarn. I'm so worried that I'm going to screw myself over and have way not enough wool. Like I know I have enough yarn, but I don't have enough wool. I'm doing this in wool for some reason, and I don't think I have enough of this yarn. I'm nervous that I'm gonna run out. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. What if I run out though? What I like about changing colors every 2 rows is it makes it super easy to count my rows. Because I could just count by 2s, no problem. I'm like Franklin. I can count by 2s and tie my shoes. I hope it rains all day today. They blend so well, it's all the same brand. Yes, no, it's not all the same brand. This green one is not the same. These ones are, I think, all of these ones are the same, because you're right, they look the same, they feel the same. But I think the yellow and the green are a different brand. They might not be. These are scraps from my sister's yarn stash. I think that's what these ones are. I'm pretty sure. I don't think any of these are mine from my stash. Unless they were my stash that I let my sister go through, and then they ended up in her stash, and then I went through her stash, and now we're here. Could have just been passed back and forth until finally getting used. Oh, she did scratch me. Dang it. You got me, Peekaboo. You got me. Yeah, the colors look really nice. I like these ones together. I hope that I have enough. You know, if I run out, I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll figure something out. Like, I don't know how much I've used already, so I don't know how to quantify if I actually do have enough. It's going to be fine. I need to stop worrying about it. It's going to be totally fine. So it's the 20th of August, which is crazy. Hey, Alex. Headphones. Baby? When was it the 21st? Our wedding. No, the number of the day. 20th? Happy anniversary. It's Alex's and my wedding anniversary today. We didn't get married, but it's our fourth wedding anniversary. Our wedding, as many of you know, this is literally like lore that I keep bringing up. I definitely don't need to keep bringing it up, but I can't help it because it's just part of my lore. It is 21. Never mind. Thank you. Anyway, 21. August 21st, 2021 was our wedding day. And there was a medical emergency in our family. There was nothing we could do. I am emotionally over it. I'm no longer hurting about it. In case that you're like, oh, you had to cancel your wedding, poor you. No, I'm okay over that now. But the main thing is that happy 4-year anniversary almost tomorrow. Happy. We'll redo it eventually. Or we won't, and we'll just go to the courthouse. Eventually, we'll be married. Right? Yep. Right. As long as we both believe it, we'll get it eventually. I mean, after 14 years, I'm not really worried about when and where that sort of stuff happens, you know? My sister asked me if I could water her garden this week, and I'm wondering if I should even bother because it's been raining. I think I'm going to go to her house to check on it, though, just in case. Because what if it didn't rain where she lives? Those colors look so cute. I want that as a sweater. I feel like I have this as a sweater. Don't you feel like you've seen this before? I feel like I have. I need to book a massage. My shoulder hurts. Poor me. Ever since I found out Alex's insurance covers massages, well, it doesn't cover them. It covers 90% of the price of a massage or 80% of the price of a massage. I think it's 80. Covers 80% of the price of a massage up to a certain amount each year. So it ends up costing like $25 to get a full body massage for an hour. I don't get a full body. I just have her focus on my back because that is where my pain mostly lives. But oh my God, after I found out that it's covered by insurance, I was like, how have I been living this long not getting massages? I used to think they were like only for fancy bougie people, but that's because I only ever thought of massages as something you paid for out of pocket. So I was like, it's $100 service. I'm not paying $100 to get my body rubbed by a stranger. But if it's medical and it counts, baby girl, I will go to a massage therapist as often as they'll let me. This gray looks kind of blue. It's okay though. It's gonna look pretty. Please have enough yarn. Please, please, please. I'm not even breaking the yarn for the gray whenever I switch colors. I'm just dropping it and then picking it back up so that I don't have to tie as many knots. I'm just talking to the void today.
Wait a minute.
Nobody's chatty, so I'm just talking to the void.
Oh, good.
Hello.
You're also working.
Yeah, that's true. Getting my work done. That's okay. I just wish that I could just sit here in silence and crochet, but it feels weird to do that. So then I chat, but then I'm just chatting at you. I'm not gonna lie, the baby bangs, I love them right now, today. I think I'm gonna keep them for a while because I cut my hair off, but I think I'm gonna keep them for a while. Hey, baby. She's just a grumpy cat. Oh, also, when we went to the vet told us that Rohan's heart sounds good. He doesn't have any stones or any crystals or anything in his urine, so that's good. And she looked at his, body parts, Beelzebub, and she said that he looked really healthy. Like there was no inflammation that she could see. So that's good. At least it doesn't look like a UTI at all. It's not presenting like that to her at all. So that makes me feel good about the course of treatment that the vet has planned for him. And I really hope the steroids help. I would love for him to stop peeing outside his litter box. That would be great. Beelzebub. Are you Beelzebub or are you Gary? Why are you calling your own name? Huh? Come here. Okay, or don't. And Beelzebub is saying Beelzebub. Also, come here. Look at this cat. Isn't she so cute? She's just a baby. I'll do this. Move you. Like that. I think is a good spot. I'm crocheting over the tails on the pieces that do get cut because I don't want to weave them in. And since it's wool, it's going to felt anyway. That's part of the plan, is that we're going to felt it, which I hope works, because wouldn't that be funny in a tutorial if I'm like, we're felting a bag, and then we do it and it does not work at all. I think it'll be just fine. Toby, where do you think you're going? What are you getting up to? Oh, also, Toby recognizes our car now, and he recognizes that Alex comes out of our car. So he sees our car pulling into the driveway, and he just stands there wagging his tail with his ears back. His ears like flat back, and he's wagging his tail. And then Alex comes out of the car, and he runs up to him like with his eyes closed, going. It's so cute. He loves Alex. And that's surprising, because before I was like certain that he didn't like boys. He's like a girl dog, a girl mom, girl dog mom, girl mom dog. Look, he's protecting his toy. Nobody can have his toy, only he can. Anyway, it seems like he loves Alex now, which is so fun. I love that for me. And Alex is being so sweet to him. He's been being so sweet to the animals. I've been like noticing it. Also, can I tell you something that he did that made me realize for the millionth time that he sees me and loves me? We were having dinner, or we were getting ready for dinner, and he went into the drawer. I noticed him getting our forks because I was getting the plates. He was getting the forks. He looked at all the forks. he closed the drawer and then he washed a fork that was dirty, even though there were clean forks. And it was because he knows that I have a preferred fork. I have a fork that I prefer using, and it wasn't clean. So instead of just getting a different fork, he gets me my preferred fork. And while I know that that's just a little thing, for me it was just like, I know that I have a preferred fork, but it's not something I say. It's not like I said, this is my favorite fork. I love this fork. I prefer to use this one if it's clean. This is the one I never say that. I've never said that. It's just something that I always pick. I always pick the same spoon and I always pick the same fork. And I didn't know that he noticed. I didn't know that that was something he knew. And, I mean, of course it's something he knew. I know the things like that about him, but I didn't think about it. And he knows. He knows that I have a preferred fork, and he cleaned it and made it available for me. And he does little things like that where I'm like, oh, you see me. You see me all the way. You know all about me. And we were talking about how it's lucky that we found each other because we're both kind of stupid. Like, we're both smart. We both have smarts, but we're both kind of stupid. And we both find each other really funny. Like, I think Alex is really funny, and he thinks I'm really funny. And yet, in our regular lives, we're not, like, particularly funny people. It's not like my siblings would go, wow, yeah, Laura's the funniest out of all of us. Not a chance that would happen. Like, but to each other, we're, like, the funniest people. Like, I think Alex is hilarious. And we were talking about how, like, Alex's type of humor, his family doesn't understand a lot of the time. Like, he'll say something, like, there was this period of time where he was talking about getting tattoos. And he would say to his parents, like, yeah, I'm going to get a full cathedral across my back, as a joke, because in the Russian culture, which is what his family is, they're from Belarus, so they have a lot of Russian culture, having church iconography tattooed on yourself is a gang affiliation. It's a way of showing yourself as part of, like, the Russian mob or the Russian mafia, or like you've done crime. Like, they're things, they mean different things there. So it's a joke. But his family wouldn't get it, and they'd go, no, Alex, you can't do that. Like, there were just jokes that, like, he would say, but he doesn't say it in a joking voice. You just have to know what he means. And I know what he means. So when he's joking, I think he's hilarious, when other people might just think he's saying weird things. So anyway, we were just having this talk where we're not brilliant people, and we found each other, and we are a perfect set. We're a perfect match. We work so well together. We're nothing like each other. We have nothing in common. We have almost nothing in common. Like, his hobbies and my hobbies, none of those overlap. Like, don't you think when you're like, oh, my partner and I, we should have some stuff in common. We should have some hobbies that we both like to do. We have some things. We both like chihuahuas. We both like camping. But, like, he's a computer guy. I'm not a computer guy. I'm a nature girly. He's not a nature girly. He'll do it because he loves me, but it's not like he's a nature guy, you know? He's not into that sort of world. There's just, I don't know. I just think you don't have to have a lot in common with someone to find so much common ground, and we have so much in common as humans, not as what we did in life, you know what I mean? But also, he's not this, I love him so much. I don't even know how to keep saying it. I'll just keep saying it. I love Alex so much. In case you came here and you were like, I wonder what this live stream is about. It's about how much I like my partner. Imagine if we ever broke up one day, how embarrassing this would be. I have no intention of breaking up with you, Alex. I'm just saying. There's my little stream of consciousness. Good morning, Sid. I finished Jurassic Park and started the Foundation Troy over the weekend. The Foundation Troy. What's the Foundation Troy? Also, do you see all this stuff that just falls off of my wool? This is one of the reasons why wool is not superior all the time. It drops all those little bits. Hey there, peekaboo. Oh, the Foundation Trilogy. Got it. The Foundation has a movie? The Foundation Trilogy? Or, oh, the Foundation Trilogy of Jurassic Park. Now I understand. Ma'am. You shouldn't paw at people like that. It's not very polite. It's not very polite. Okay? And Asimov's writing is fantastic, stylistically speaking. Also, what a name, Asimov. Please, 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 let there be enough yarn. No books. There's only 2 Jurassic Park books. Oh. Very good, very good, very good. Oh, you're reading the Foundation Trilogy. The Foundation Books Trilogy. I got it. Thank you. Sometimes it just takes me a little longer to get it, but I'll get it. We'll get there eventually. It's bound to happen. We'll figure it out. I have the Foundation trilogy in an omnibus. What's an omnibus? I'm not cutting this. What's an omnibus? Blue now. I need blue. Dark blue. And light blue. It's all good. Sometimes I don't know what I'm thinking about or what I'm talking about. Please, 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 please let there be enough yarn. Yarn gods. How many are we at? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Oh, good. Okay, there's 30. So we need to do 4 times this much. Have I used a quarter of my yarn yet? I would say yes. But aren't they pretty? The colors? We're making a bag. Do you want me to explain how I'm doing it again? It's a rectangle that is 4 times as long as it is wide. Then we're going to fold one of the corners over. Then we're going to fold over the other side, stitch this part together. Then we're going to fold over this side, stitch this part together. And then we'll have this envelope with a little flap on the top. And then we'll put straps here, and we'll have a little bag. Isn't it cute? I've seen them before like this shape, but I feel like that's not enough room for me. I feel like that's not a big enough bag. So I decided we'll add another square in, and that last square will be our flap for our bag. I've seen them with just 3 lengths though, like this. And that doesn't seem big enough. Doesn't seem tall enough, doesn't seem deep enough. So we're gonna try this and see if we can make it work. I have frozen grapes and coffee. Awesome idea. I hope it works. I mean, I think it should work. Why wouldn't it, you know? But I hope it does. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't work, but, you know, stranger things have happened. I'm doing the whole thing in single crochets because I think it'll be easier for me to get it to felt without shrinking too much. My big beautiful plan for it is that I'm going to felt it before sewing it. Is that the good idea? Maybe that's not a good idea. I was saying it, and then as soon as I started saying it out loud, I was like, maybe I should sew it together and have it be a bag before felting it. Do I want felted fabric, or do I want a felted full bag? Maybe I'll sew the bag together, then felt it, because then I can put an insert inside the bag to keep the shape. I just want it felted because I feel like these stripes would look so much cuter if they were fuzzy and like, you know, how felted fabric looks. Feltier. Nope, not a half double. And I haven't decided what I'm going to make the straps out of just yet, because I have some options. We could crochet the straps, but we could also use like some pre-made strap, or we could like braid something, or we could, I don't know, we could find some kind of way. I think I want the strap to have some strength to it is my point, my main point. Peekaboo, what in the world are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What my fat girl doing, huh? Okay, you could brush it versus a full felt. Usually to felt it, you want the fabric looser and larger, at least for a full proper felting. Cool, it's looser and larger, whereas I have mine tight and the right size. Great. She says, play mama. Is that what that is? Is that play? Or is that I shall kill you? Do you want to play? Are you in a playful mood? Oh. Look at my athlete. Toby thinks it's directed at him. Look at her not getting off of her back to play, though. She's like unwilling to get up from a lying down position. Toby, chill. Oh my god, Toby, so vicious. I know, right? Peekaboo, so vicious. You're such a tough girl. Yeah, that's why I thought that's why I thought I'd want to tell you about the felting. If you put that through a hot bath and screen, it will shrink a lot. Might be cool though. Could be cool if we felt it down on purpose. It'll be so thick and so dense and so interesting. Could be interesting. Warn. That's why I thought I would warn you about the felting. If you put that through a hot bath and scrub, it'll shrink. But wouldn't that be cool? How much does it shrink, really? And if it's not gappy, like it's not loose, this is super tightly stitched. Hold on. Give you a little like that. This is super tightly stitched, so how much could it even shrink? How much would it get so dense that it's like a wallet? Could I make a tiny wallet? Maybe it'd be fun to felt it, actually, though. Like, I made it so that it's, I think I did 8 inches. Yeah, 8 inches. So if it shrinks down to like 4 inches, wouldn't that be kind of cool? Oh, Peekaboo got herself trapped. You got yourself trapped. Trapped in the kitty cat toy. Toby, she's not even swatting at you. That cat life, though. You're dumb, Peekaboo. But very cute. That said, I've never felted crochet. It might be worth doing some research so you at least don't achieve something wildly upsetting. Lol, a wallet could be cool as long as you're good with it though. Well, I don't think I want it to shrink quite that much. So I think I will do a little bit of Googling around to make sure that I end up with something I want. And I can also just make a form, like a plastic form, like a cardboard cutout inside of a Ziploc bag is what I'm imagining. The size I want it, and I can put that piece inside of the bag after we assemble it, and then do the felting, because it can then only shrink as much as the form allows it to. Or even like a Tupperware lid, you know, like a square Tupperware. If I take a square plastic container lid and put that inside the bag and then go through the felting, could work. I know you have to like roll it around for felting. We'll figure something out for those sections, but I think that doing something like that, like I've seen how they make felted hats, and kind of imagining that, like over a form, felting it over top of a form, feels possible. Feels like it could work. It feels like it's gonna work. I think it is gonna work. By the way, don't forget to click the thumbs up button today, guys. Helps the channel. And you're already here. And then I'm wondering too, right? So I'm thinking of felting it. What I'm thinking first, maybe first I wet block it, and I wet block it as stretched out as I can. Then I sew it together, then I felt it. You know? These are the options. Hold on. And chat all. We don't bite. Yeah, chat. Come chat with us. Yeah, the insert to control shrinkage while you blend the fibers. Yeah. Blend in those fibers. Blocking stretched first might work. It seems like it could. The colors are so cute though. There better be enough yarn. Oh, sorry. Bye-bye, guys. Hit the mic there. Click the like button. Every time I see the number go up, I'm like, click it. Maybe somebody will. Oh, this is going to be very cute. Regardless of how it works out, it's going to be cute because the colors are really cute together. I don't think I have enough of that blue to keep doing this repeat, but I think the other three colors I have quite enough. Also, if you're looking for a look versus a solid felted fabric, you can get that with less felting and less shrinkage. Right, by doing like the brushing and then just like doing a mild felting, not a full felting. I could just do a bit of a mild felt. Not a full felt, just a partial felting. I just really would like to get a chunk of the length done today so that when I'm filming it, the next step I can actually get to that point. So I have a video for next week. I forgot how long crocheting takes. I didn't forget. My brain was like, it's not that bad. Okay, hold on. Yellow, blue, purple. And my brain forgot how long it takes to do things. So even though I had this great idea for the bag, it's like a multiple day project because felting and drying and all that stuff takes time. And it needs to be done by Tuesday. Well, the video needs to be done by Tuesday. The project should be done long before that. My mom has done felted slippers and mittens. She makes like 5 sizes too big and then has to wash them like 2 or 3 times with towels in hot water to get them down to size. Oh my God. Yeah, that sounds like not exactly the direction I'm gonna go because I don't want it to be 5 times smaller, but like a little shrinkage is okay. It's not meant to be like a big carrying purse. It's just supposed to be like a cute satchel. So pretty much as long as it's big enough in the end to hold a phone, a couple of credit cards, or a debit card, I think it'll be fine. Aren't these colors cute?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I give info. Yes, 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 I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be curt or short with you. That's not my intention. Oh my god, he made me LOL. I'm glad. Candace thinks you're funny, Alex. Thanks. Oh, also, since it had been raining all day yesterday, I took some time and I sprayed the garden with neem oil anywhere that looked like it had bug damage. I just went to town spraying all the bug damaged areas of the garden with neem oil because I knew it was going to rain and I knew it had been raining all day and today it was going to rain again. I did it in like a period where there was like a 3-hour period with no rain. So it did sit on the plant for a little while. It did it to all my house plants as well. Even the ones that looked healthy, I sprayed them with neem oil because I want... Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the sound of spraying them with neem oil?
The sound of the sprayer.
Pew, pew, pew. Very good. Anyway, I sprayed all my houseplants down with neem oil, diluted it with hot water. That's not diluting it because water and oil don't mix, but it did fine. It worked for what I needed it to. And then today it's going to rain it all off of the plants so they won't get burned. But all the bugs that were damaging those plants will be dead. Pika is a big floof. She is a big floof. The colors make me want to do a big fluffy blanket. Aren't they cute together? They're giving Hudson's Bay Company. They're not the right colors or anything, but like they're giving the Bay. What are you birds doing in there? If sprayers sounded like phasers, it would make neeming so much more satisfying. Considering how stinky neem oil is, ugh, it was such a yucky job. Okay, here's how big my little rectangle is. It needs to be 4 times this size. But look at the cute colors. Aren't they fun? Okay, I have to pee because I've had 2 glasses of water and half a cup of coffee. I will be right back. I will just leave the camera as it is. I'll just turn the microphone off and turn the music up so you have something to listen to. And hopefully the birds don't do any crimes. Okay, so sorry, 1 sec. I need to find Rohan. I don't know where he went. I can't find him. He's obviously around. I just have to find him. I'll be right back. Found him. He was just sleeping. There you go, buddy. There's my baby. Okay. Thank you. He's probably just mad about going to the vet yesterday. All right. Last time I had to spray aphids on the porch, the smell made the dog throw up. Great. She's not allowed with me when I'm doing bug control at all anymore. Gotta stay inside. Rohan, you don't go on that. Oh, excuse me. Just keep you over to the side there, girlfriend. Dude Pickle does that. She won't come when I call her when I'm really getting panicky. She'll appear out of the ether like, what's going on? Yeah, he was just sleeping. He was just comfortably sleeping. He's thinking about playing with Toby right now. Do you see that? When he puts his head over like that, sometimes he'll swat with him. Last week, legit, she hid because she was upset I had to work. Oh, guys, I got food poisoning from lettuce. Oh, that is how you get food poisoning. Lettuce is the way because of the way lettuce is fertilized. I love how Toby blends into his bed and snuggles so good with his toys. Yes, he's a good boy. Well, not right now. Right now he's watching Rohan. Sorry about the food poisoning though, Candy. That's rough. I'm thinking they might play. You might get to see Rohan and Toby do their little over-dramatized play fight. See, there's Tobe. Oh. Ready? There it is. That's what they do. And now Rohan will slap him, and Toby will bark. That's the game. Rohan's like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to play. Toby thinks he thinks he's sneaking up. Is that a stressor for him? No, this is not a stressor for him. Food poisoning sucks. It's not a stressor for Rohan. Rohan seeks out Toby for play, so I don't think he finds this stressful anymore. As you can see, his ears are facing forward. He's not avoiding Toby. He's not running away. He's just like ignoring him. But do you see that like head shake thing? That's like an excited thing. That's like I might play. When Rohan does that, it means like he's thinking about playing. But then he just went up on his thrown and stops playing. So now Toby doesn't have anyone to play with. He can easily get away from Toby and ignores him with no problem. Do you see this? Okay, Toby. He doesn't want to play with you anymore. Go lie down. Go. Lie down. No, not with Rohan. On your own. Go lie down. Yeah, you could shake it off. Good boy. All right. Can I sleep on that dog bed? It looks so comfy. It really is very comfy. And when Alistair came over with my sister, that's what he played. He used it as his couch and he just sat on it and played. Oh my gosh, that's an awful food poisoning. Food poisoning does suck. We thought it might be food poisoning, but symptoms were off. Took us a month to recover, and we both lost like 15 pounds. Jesus. I mean, I grew up in the 90s, so that sounds great to me. I'm joking. We must joke so that we don't cry. But I could stand 15 pounds, but not. I don't know if I'd want to have to be sick for a month to do it, you know? I hope you recover so much faster. We had a virus, we were pretty sure. I mean, yeah, that sounds like too long to be food poisoning. But what do I know? What is food poisoning? It's a bacteria overgrowth, right? Bad bacteria overgrowth? Like E. coli or salmonella? Do you say salmonella or do you say salmonella? Or do you say salmonella? Where are we pronouncing the L? Where are we ignoring the L? I hear people say it in all the ways. Please, please, please let there be enough yarn for my project. It sucks to be playing yarn chicken right from the beginning of a project. But it might be fine. I've made it 1/4 of the way. I just have to do what I did now 4 times. And I hope there's enough yarn for that. Made us crazy nauseous for like 3 weeks after we were able to go back to work. Wow. I hate nausea so much. I hate nausea so much that, you know what I did yesterday and the day before? I'm testing a new hypothesis. The new hypothesis is that the nausea that I get is iron related. It might not be. That's just the new hypothesis. And we're testing that by every morning. Well, today it's going to be after the stream. And on Monday it was after the stream. But every morning I am going out into my garden, picking a handful of kale, Swiss chard, and collard greens, putting them into a pan on medium heat for like 3 minutes, and then turning the pan off and leaving them in the pan off the heat, and then coming back to them after they've cooled down all the way and just shoveling that whole handful of greens, which by then is like this much, shoveling it into my mouth, chewing it up, and swallowing because it is high in iron. And we're going to see if I do that every single day, is my nausea going to decrease, increase, stay the same? And we'll find out if it is iron by doing that. Why not an iron pill? Because I have kale and Swiss chard and collard greens growing in my backyard, and I have a lot of them. I don't need an iron pill. And also because iron pills, I feel like I haven't even confirmed that it's low iron, so I'm not going to invest in pills and invest in a new treatment plan for something I haven't been diagnosed with. I'm low iron diagnosed, but not anemic. Like, I can still donate blood most of the time that I've tried to donate blood. I've only been rejected a couple times from low iron. But usually my blood tests just show regular low, not like worryingly low. So I figure if I just top off my iron with supplemental food sources of iron, that should at least give us some picture. But I suppose I could get an iron pill. Maybe if this helps, then I'll get an iron pill. If you end up needing an iron supplement, look for one that's gentle on the stomach. Well, that's, because the reason I even am looking at treating low iron is because I have nausea. So if an iron pill makes my stomach upset, I would rather have the nausea from being low iron than the nausea from the iron pill. So yeah, it would definitely have to be a gentle on my stomach or it wouldn't be worth it for me to use. But I don't need to use that right now because on top of my multivitamin, I'm also eating leafy greens every single day now, starting on Monday. And I'm just literally doing a handful of them, steamed, no flavoring or anything. I just steam them by putting them on a hot pan. Like I wash them, and while they're still wet, I throw them into the hot pan on medium for like 2-3 minutes, turn off the heat, and then they wilt into like spinach, you know, like they just like disappear into a ball of green. And then I just eat the whole thing like a dinosaur. And it's not like it's delicious, but it's easy. And could I cook it and make it nice and add it to meals? Yeah, but I'm looking at it as a supplement, so I'm not even eating it like it's a tasty food. I'm just eating it like it's my iron pill. But it's not terrible. Like cooked kale and cooked Swiss chard and cooked collard greens are not bad. They're just not going to be like delicious. If you go for a pill, keep in mind ferrous gluconate is easier on tummy than ferrous sulfate. Okay, cool. Like a dinosaur. It is like a dinosaur, just eating a handful of greenery with no meal. Just like I'm having a cup of coffee and a handful of steamed greens. Morning, Demps. See you this. Welcome back to August 20th. Can you believe it? Ferrous gluconate or gluconate, probably glucinate, like glucerin, glucoconate, glucinate. Could be gluconate, like glucose, but it could be glucinate because glucose still. Okay, ferrous gluconate, whatever it is, ferrous gluck. We don't want sulf, we want gluck. Got it? We don't like sulfur, we like gluconate. Oh, so many stripes, I'm crocheting so many stripes. I will just crochet all of the stripes. Travesty of travesties, I'm out of coffee and too lazy to get more. Of course. Usually keeps behind the counter at the pharmacy. Okay, cool. Well, we'll try the greens first. And we'll see how we do. Also at my next doctor's appointment, which is upcoming. I don't know when it is, but it's upcoming. I will ask for another blood test before that so that I can figure out where my iron's at. Oh, golly, this is gonna take forever. It can't take forever. We have to knock a lot of it out. I'm not going to stop crocheting. I'm just going to keep crocheting today. And we will get a good amount of this done. I hate changing colors this often. It's like not my favorite thing to be doing. I'm gonna try sitting up. Wish me luck. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you're so able to sit up that you're like surprised. Hope you sit up and you're like, wow, that was way easier than I thought. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. 40 rows out of, what did I say it was going to be? 40 rows of 120. Oh, so I'm 1/3 of the way there right now. That's not terrible. 1/3. Have I done 1/3 of my yarn? Probably. Beelzebub, why are you saying your own name? Beelzebub. Pika is so big and Rohan is such a loaf. Rohan is a perfect sleepy loaf. He hasn't gone on his new med today yet, so he doesn't have the sleepiness from the new anti-anxiety med. I don't know if you guys were here for the beginning of the stream, but I was talking about the fact that Rohan had his vet appointment yesterday, and the vet said that Rohan is overweight. She said, "Oh, he's fat." And then I went, "What?" And she went, "He's like overweight. That's an overweight kitty cat right there." And I went, "No, he's not." And then she weighed him, and guess how much this cat weighs? 6.56 kilograms, and 6.56 kilograms is like 14 pounds and change. We thought Rohan was gonna be like 8 pounds. Like I was saying, like Rohan's like 8 or 9 pounds. Peekaboo is like 10 pounds. Rohan is over 14 pounds, which means Pika is 20 pounds. How is he more than 10 pounds? Where is he keeping it? So anyway, he's overweight. He now has to be on a deficit diet, which is so sad and so mean. But he was on a over diet, so he now needs to be on an under diet. So Rohan is going to be trying to lose some weight. But hold on, purple, green, yellow. But he also got put on 2 new medications for his anxiety because he's still peeing everywhere. So they said he's still in beautiful health otherwise, other than his stress. So they said he may have inflammatory bowel disease. So or inflammatory bladder disease. And what that could mean is that throughout the day, like if something stresses him, like there's a thunderstorm, his body can react by having inflammation happen in the middle of the day, which then he pees where he's not supposed to, and then he takes a nap and the inflammation goes away, and then in the evening he pees in his litter box like he's supposed to because he doesn't have any pain. So it's one of those things where seems a little difficult to diagnose because it just kind of seems vibes based. And I said that to the vet and she was like, it kind of is, because even in humans we don't really know why inflammatory bladder disease happens. So we know that the Prozac or Zoloft, I don't remember what she prescribed, we know that it helps, and we know that steroids help. And on humans we can't use steroids long term for bladder problems because humans live so long that the steroids can become a problem. But with cats, long term low dose steroids is not going to kill him. And I said, okay. But is he actually holding too much fat? One vet at ours was talking numbers without looking at the actual size of the cat. Well, she was touching him when she was telling us he was fat. That wasn't even the weight of him that told her that he gained weight, because he was 5.8 kilograms and now he's 6.65 kilograms. 5.8 was last year at this time when he had his shots, and now he's 6.65. So he has gained, not that much, honestly, but like still, he's too heavy. She said he should be around 5.5 kilos. And I was like, okay, so he's 6.65. So he needs to lose around a kilo, which is like 2.5 pounds, which this poor baby kitty cat, to lose 2.5 pounds, that's going to be so sad for him. But she said, yeah, his head is small and his body is big and it's fat. I was like, okay, well, great. So now he's got 2 new prescriptions. One is for steroids. He's going to be on prednisone for a week. He's on it every day. Then after the week, he's on it every other day. Then after that week, he's on it every 3rd day. Then he's down to once a week. And his maintenance amount, the hope is that it's going to be once a week, just to lower his overall level of inflammation in his body. And then the Zoloft or Prozac, I don't remember which one, but whichever one she prescribed. I don't know it yet because I don't have it. We don't get to pick it up until Friday because it's a controlled substance, so they have to send out for it. It doesn't just stay at our vet. Anyway, whichever one it is. Do you remember, was it Zoloft or Prozac?
For what?
For the cat?
Prozac.
Prozac. Okay, so Prozac. He's going to be going on Prozac, which is supposed to help with, like, if construction workers come through the house, that can cause a spike in his stress, which causes inflammation, which causes him to pee in the wrong spots. If he has an anti-anxiety med that works consistently, like Prozac, he won't get stressed by those stressors, allegedly. Oh yeah, that's kind of like what we're dealing with Kiwi. She's a scarfer, and we had to get her to slow down and put them on a feeding schedule. She's anxious too, I think. The bottoms are helping. The bowls, you think the slow feeder bowls are helping? If she's food, but I won't be surprised if she ends up on a med. Well, I was fine having, buttons, right? Her buttons. The buttons are helping. Sorry. Well, I was thinking same thing, like it's fine. Like, but the vet was taking it super seriously, like all the things we were saying, like where he pees, when he does it, why he's doing it, what we think it could be, all the things. She was taking it seriously, and she said, I take that behavior really seriously because it's one of the top reasons people surrender their cat, and it's another top reason people euthanize cats, is because they have this behavior issue and it doesn't change. And I said, we have no intention of surrendering him or euthanizing him, we're just trying to find solutions. And she said, yeah, but if you're doing it for 5 years and you're not finding any solutions, it can be really a lot to have to deal with a cat that pees everywhere all the time. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense, but still. So she said, for that reason, I take it seriously because I don't want him to be rehomed or euthanized if he doesn't need to be. And I was like, oh my God, well, yeah, okay. So she said her recommendations for the medications. And so now, basically, it's about $120 a month for him to be on Prozac, steroids, and gabapentin. And that sucks. I don't love having a $120 medical bill once a month. That's $1,200 a year for our cat. Euthanize over pee? Humans suck. Well, I think that it's, when you say it like that, like over pee, that's what I said too. But the vet, I get it, because if it's all the time, like on Rohan's worst days, he's peeing outside of his litter box 2 or 3 times. If you're having that happen every day, what if you had a carpeted house and children and you're dealing with 2 or 3 pees every day, no matter what you do? That's just like what I can imagine that would get very tired very quickly. Luckily, we have all hard floors. So when he pees places he's not supposed to, it's annoying, but it's a quick cleanup. If he was doing it on all of our like carpeting, fabric, couches, that sort of thing, be a problem. Gotta know you love animals. They're still cheaper than kids. And also, like, we've already gotten used to paying a lot more for Rohan than we've had to for basically any of our other animals, because Rohan is on a special diet as well. So it costs roughly like $4 a day to feed him, because of the diet that he's on. So that's like $120 a month anyway, just in his food. Peekaboo's food is significantly cheaper. Hers is still pretty expensive because we put her on one that he can eat. But still, his food is about $120 a month. So now Rohan costs about $240 a month to keep. So like, he was a free cat. Yeah, but he costs $2,400 a year, plus $100 for his vet visit, just for the visit. So that's $2,500 a year to keep him. So $2,500 a year, multiply that out by, 10 years? It's an expensive cat. That's a $25,000 cat right there, if I tell you what. And realistically, his needs will change as he ages, but that's where we're at right now. So I have a $25,000 cat on my hands, and that's okay. I love my animals. I have no intention of having another cat in this house at this point, but still, geez, could you not cost that much? That'd be super, thank you. I feel the same about kids though. Folks that can't deal with maybe having a disabled or a spectrum kid really shouldn't have kids. Yeah, but people who have pets don't think of pets as humans. Like, people who have children look at their child as a human being with like a soul, whereas even people who love their pets are not on the same value scale as humans. So the idea of like, it's getting hard, you have to stick it out because you adopted that animal, people don't feel that way, which is why shelters are full. That being said, I don't feel that way, so I won't be getting rid of my pet, but knowing that people do, it kind of discouraged me a little bit, because it made me feel like, oh, so there could be no solution to this. There is a possibility that there is no solution. And the vet said, basically, yeah, there is a possibility that this is just the way that Rohan is now, and he is a cat that pees where he's not supposed to. But I refuse to believe that. She also said there is a possibility that Rohan is a single cat, and being in a house with other animals is not what he wants, and so he will just pee forever because he doesn't want to be in a house with other animals. And I said, is there a way to know if that's the reason? And she said, I mean, like, the vibe. Like, so there's not like a definitive way for me to be like, is he an unhappy cat? But like, he plays with the birds. He plays with the dog. He sleeps when he wants to. He doesn't give me the vibe of an animal that is stressed by his surroundings, you know? Like, he's not hiding away. Well, he was hiding, but he was sleeping. But that's, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like she basically was like, people really try to rehome their cats for that and often euthanize them, and you should probably rehome your cat because he's probably wants to be an only cat. And I was like, cool, well, we're not going to rehome him. What medications does he need? She didn't say it exactly like that, but that's how it felt, what she was saying. Is like, maybe he doesn't want to be with other pets. And I was like, okay, so we're not going to get rid of any of our pets. So I know what you mean. It's clear when my two girls are bickering and avoiding each other. Yeah, and he's not. He's not bickering with anyone. And he knows how to escape everyone. Like, all the animals that if he's having a negative interaction with, he knows how to make them leave him alone. Like, it's not a problem. So I have this plan. There were these beautiful grapes yesterday. We went to, I don't even remember what grocery store. We went to a grocery store, though, on the way home from the vet. I went in. Alex stayed in the car with the cat. Don't worry, we didn't leave our animal alone in the car, though it was raining and dark outside, so I wasn't going to overheat anyway. But neither here nor there. We went to the grocery store and I picked up grapes, and look at these grapes. They're a little bit brown because these ones are frozen, but like, look at the size of them. Look at the size of them. Look at how beautiful these grapes are. These ones are frozen. Anyway, I want to make that, I don't know, Japanese candy. Is it a Japanese candy or a Chinese candy? I don't even know if it's called a candy. One second. I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna give her the old Googleroo. Glass, grapes, candy. Forget what it's called. That sounds right though. Easy tongue glue. What? It's a fun candied fruit snack. Oh, it's a Chinese street food. Okay, so what we're gonna do. Sweet, crunchy, and fruity, easy to make. I'm gonna read what we have to do for it. We just need... Oh, I don't have corn syrup. Oh, okay, you don't have to use corn syrup. Good. The best fruits are firm and have smooth outsides and don't brown easily, like grapes, blueberries, sliced kiwi. Okay, they are round. And strawberries are the most common. Raspberries didn't hold up to the weight of the sugar. Blackberries were the best flavor, but bumpy outside made them look ugly. Okay. Good to know. Well, I will just be using grapes. Okay, how much sugar? Trim and slice your fruit. Good. Skewer the fruit. Good. Add the sugar and water to the pot. Do not stir it. The hard crack stage is 300 degrees Fahrenheit, so begin testing at 275. Well, I don't have a thermometer, so what I will do is I will do it by eye. That's what I will do. Anyway, I want to make that. I want to make that clear grapes with clear sugar cracked on top of them. Oh, Miss Peekaboo. How cute and sweet you are. All right, how are we already at 10:30? I barely even got anywhere on this so far. You're gonna need a candy thermometer, trust me. Okay, so while I do believe you that I need a candy thermometer, I'm gonna go ahead and do it without one because I'm not buying a new tool to keep in my kitchen to only use once in a blue moon. I think I usually overthink the confidence. I'm a confidence girl. I have a lot of confidence when it comes to trying new things. I believe I've seen it done enough. I believe I've played with sugar and water and heat enough. I believe in my heart of hearts that I'll figure it out and get it right. There is a huge chance that I absolutely fumble the ball and make burnt sugar candy or ruin one of my pans. But like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just feel like you can do it. I feel like I can do it. Maybe I'll test it out today just for fun. And I think I'm going to freeze them too. I feel like when we had them, they were frozen. Am I wrong? Are they not frozen? Maybe they were just cold. I feel like they were frozen when she gave them to me. I wish you luck and yummy grapes. Yes, well, regardless, we will have yummy grapes because I bought a lot. I also bought broccoli because it was 88 cents a crown, which is great. So I bought 3 of them and we're going to have broccoli for 3 days in a row. As long as the sugar doesn't explode on you, make sure nothing involved will get molten sugar on you. That's a big ouch. You know what happened to me last night, Sid? I got molten oil on me. I was frying chicken. We had chicken legs yesterday. And I air chilled them overnight. So they were frozen. I thawed them. On Monday night, I put them in the fridge to thaw. Then on Tuesday morning, I took them out of the packaging that they were in and I laid them out on a paper towel, sprinkled some salt on them, turned them over, sprinkled some salt on the other side, and I let them just chill in the fridge uncovered all day. Then in the evening, I made sure they were fully dry. I put gloves on and then I rubbed them down in some spices. I used garlic and something masala. It wasn't garam masala. It's a different kind of masala. And then tons of black pepper and then a bunch of crushed dried rosemary. And I mixed all those things together and then I filled up my pan with like 1/4 of an inch of oil. So it was a shallow fry. And then I put my chicken on it, no problem. And then it popped. That happens. Sometimes it goes like pop and oil like splatters out. That happens. It didn't hit me. All was well. And then a huge pop happened. And I swear I had a moment where I was like, I'm going to have some problems tomorrow. It hit me right here, right at the corner of my eye. I thought it got in my eye, but it didn't. It just hit the corner. Then it hit me right here. I actually have like a blister that's covered. Let me see if I can. Oh, there you see it right here. That's actually a blister from hot oil getting on my face. And then it went all over my lip. And for some reason that didn't leave a mark. I had an ice pack on my face for like half an hour because I was like, it's on my eye. Like it's going to react worse than like it needs to. But yeah, a huge splatter of hot oil hit me in the face. I've never had it come that close to my eye. My eyes are usually quite quick to blink closed when oil flies in the direction. But nope, They weren't quick enough. It was very stressful for a quick moment there. Alex was nervous. I was mostly fine. But I'm fine. But yes, don't forget to put the lid on the chicken, Laura. If it starts getting liquidy. I dried the chicken off so well. I don't know where the liquid, like the moisture, came from. It must have just been the cooking moisture from the chicken itself. But the skin was fully dry. Like I dry brined it. It sucked. It sucked. Anyway, the chicken was delicious and my eye is fine. The splattering is why my mom never pan fries. Yeah, the splattering was not great. It was like not my favorite. And then I made pasta and what did I do with it? Oh, broccoli. Pasta and broccoli. I made a pesto pasta and broccoli to go with our chicken legs. And Alex, whenever I make something, he always goes, "Oh my God, you just whipped this up?" Wow, I can't believe you just whipped this up. I don't know why he says that, but he often does. Yeah, probably moisture inside the chicken. Well, good, because it was super moist and super juicy and super delicious. And we both enjoyed it. Sorry, I'm just pulling the fabric to get those ends that are woven in to disappear. Anyway, I'm fine now, but that sucked. I definitely do not recommend it. So I'll be careful with the sugar. That's as careful as I can be. All right, so this is going to be folding over like that. And then that'll be folding over like this. Look, it's starting to happen. I wonder if we'll be able to like line up any parts. Probably not. But still, wouldn't that be cute if we could line up some of it? Oh, this is gonna be so pretty. Anyway, where did you go? There you are. Super glad you didn't get burned badly. Thank you. I also am super glad about that. And yeah, sugar burns are worse than oil ones. Just be safe. I will. I'm a very safe person and I am really good at being super careful. It's like one of my very good skills. Oh, look, everybody's just getting... Toby, where are you? Oh, there you are. I was like, everybody's getting along. Where's Toby? There he is. Why do you look so forlorn, Toby? Can you tell my worry brain is in full swing this week? I know. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be okay, Sid. I'm sorry that your anxieties. I took a nap yesterday, which generally happens when I'm feeling a little stressed, but I didn't say anything. I just said, Alex, I'm going to take a nap. Can you wake me up in an hour? And he said, yes, sure. And he woke me up and he said, how was your stress nap? And I said, sir, I didn't ask you to read into my behavior, sir. My stress nap. Who do you think you are? It's still so dark. It looks so cloudy. What is the weather for this week? Is it going to rain again? Please hold. I'm checking the weather where I live. All right, today we're getting rain. I knew that already. Thank you. Okay, afternoon, 30% chance. Oh my gosh, 30% chance all the way until tomorrow. I love that. Oh my gosh, we're getting rain all weekend. I'm so excited. Man, I literally as a child would be like, no, we're having so many rainy days in a row. But I literally feel like so excited that we're having more than one rainy day in a row. Okay, so Wednesday, that's today. We're going to have 30% chance of rain in the afternoon, evening, and overnight. Beautiful. Thursday, 30% chance of rain in the morning and afternoon, and then evening it goes down to 10%. That's fine. Friday, 10%. Saturday, 20%. 28 degrees and a mix of sun and clouds. It's going to be beautiful. 54% humidity. That's not bad at all for the afternoon versus like the day before, 83%, 88%. And then we're going to rain on Saturday night. And then we're going to rain Sunday. Beautiful. I love when it rains a lot. Okay. Current weather, 19 degrees with a light drizzle. Beauty. Also, my rain barrel is full. Like, I'm talking full. I'm very happy about the status of my rain barrel. There's Miss Peekaboo. Okay. I am also thrilled about the rain. We're starting to worry about water. Our plant watering buckets were all empty. Oh, thank God that you got rain then. And let's see. Stress nap, lol. So classically neurodivergent. I do a lot of stress napping. It's how you refresh from the stress. You take a quick nap. Sometimes that quick nap turns into like a 4-hour sleep, but like, I'm not a doctor. Well, my rain bucket, or my rain barrel rather, is already full. So the rain that we're getting today is just going to drain out through the eaves trough, like over its overfill, so it doesn't get like contained in my rain barrel. But I'm very happy that I don't have to water today. And since it's going to be raining a bunch of times, I don't think I have to go to my sister's to water while she's away. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Well, it is, but I didn't need to. Okay, we have green, yellow, blue, purple again. Sorry, I forgot I don't need to cut the gray yarn because I'm just carrying it along. It's fine, it's fine. Purple. Please, oh please. Let there be enough yarn for this. I said to Alex, there's only one thing in my rain barrel situation that I want adjusted. He added for me a hose to my rain barrel. It just had like a spigot to fill up watering cans, but he added a hose to it so that I could fill up the watering cans more easily and also just sort of water from the barrel. Unfortunately, the barrel is made in such a way that where the hose connects to it is leaking water. And if I'm watering for a few minutes, the amount of water that leaks out ends up in our neighbor's basement. So we need to fix the spigot so that it only pushes water through the hose. The other thing that's a little bit of a downside about the rain bucket is once the rain water gets to the level that the hose comes out of the spigot, it doesn't fall anymore due to science. So you can't even use up all the water that's in the bucket because of the way science works. You can have all of them. I'm done. Thank you. You're just a cutie.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Oh no, I know it sucks for the barrel, but it's okay for me for now because I don't have to water. But when I do want to use the big rain barrel to water, then I have to have that fixed for that purpose. The other thing I really need to like buckle down and figure out is seed starting for my fall plants. Yeah, it's hard to install spouts low enough on them. Yeah, and the spout is low, but it's still like not low enough. But at the same time, the spigot is too low that I can't fill my watering cans. Like I can't put my watering cans up against the rain barrel to fill them because the spigot is lower than the top of the watering can. A little irritating. But anyway, I need to start seeds for my fall stuff. I'm not doing a fall garden like fall food. I'm doing a fall garden like I'm starting perennials for next year. But I need to get on it. I need to start my seeds for those perennials. And in order to do that, I need to get seed starting mix again, or potting soil or whatever. I need to get some stuff. Can you make a small table to uplift the barrel onto? Yes and no. So in theory, yes, but the downspout from the house that leads into the barrel is the height of the barrel already. So I would have to cut our downspout and then reattach the part that makes it come out to the rain barrel. And I don't really want to cut the downspout Can you put blocks or something under it? Yes. So bricks or something, totally. You could put them on concrete blocks. The problem is then getting the water from the roof to go into that barrel, because right now it's perfectly like lined up with the downspout. And I would have to cut some off. That is a good idea though. If it was our house, I would definitely do that. Like if we owned the place. Maybe I'll just switch to this one so that we don't have as much obvious color problems. And I can also tie this. I could check how the thing is installed. It might be doable. I mean, anything is doable. We need actual downspouts. We just have open giant buckets where the water runs off the roof. Love that. Not exactly ideal. We have downspouts, thank goodness, but we have to. The houses here are so close together. If there wasn't a downspout and we were just having it fall off the roof, everybody's basements would be flooded. I mean, people's basements already flood because the town is old, so all of the stuff in it, all of the infrastructure is old, so a big bad rainfall and a whole neighborhood of basements ends up flooded here. But we have eaves troughs and downspouts, and the downspouts connect to the water barrel, and then there's an overflow on the water barrel so that I can, after the barrel is full. Why are you wet? Did you dip in my coffee? Oops. Anyway, after the barrel is full, it just sort of dumps out the remaining into the alleyway. I wish I could get a second bucket and have the overflow like fall into a second bucket. We don't really have room. Our space is not very large. Oh, I'm so happy about the rain. The garden is going to explode. It's such a good thing. Like a big, heavy, multiple day. It's not a heavy rain, but a big rainfall over multiple days. The garden just, something happens when the soil is able to be like fully saturated for 2 days. The plants just go absolutely nuts. And I did a really big weeding yesterday because all the soil was wet. I just started pulling out like plants that were never going to survive to adulthood. You know, like I had small plants that I didn't need. And then there were some weeds that made it in. Like there were like a bunch of Tree of Heaven seedlings. I really want to set up permaculture, but it's such a process. It's just overwhelming to plan it. I totally, yeah, it's super overwhelming. But maybe what you could do, Sid, is just not plan on using your permaculture for a while. Like the first steps, you know, to getting your permaculture world going don't have to be steps that you get to enjoy necessarily the garden part yet. You know, like you could do you could put cardboard all over the ground this year and then just put animal whatever you get on your farm for manure. You just put manure on top of the cardboard. You know what I mean? Like you could start like that. Like don't plan on using it as a garden this year. Just next year also put cardboard on it. Like just start killing the zone that you want your garden in. And then, oh, wait, permaculture is when you plant trees and stuff around and then you have stuff that climbs on it, right? Making like a food forest. Yeah, that does require, you need to know like where your water drains and all that. Science. The biggest thing is planning the irrigation part. Literally, it took my brain almost the time for where you were going to tell me that information to figure that out on my own. Of course, you have to plan where the water drains and how everybody's going to get water so that you don't have to water it all the time. And then you plant plants that hold the water in the soil and use science for good. I love the idea. Maybe someday I will have a little piece of property that I can do something like that in. Okay, we did purple. Now we do green again. We've got to be at least at 12 inches by now, right? We need 32 inches of fabric. I'm feeling so hopeful that we are going to get to that point. I'm just trying to believe in myself here, trying to believe that the gods of yarn chicken are going to be on our side. Do you think? You think we're going to have the gods of yarn chicken? Oh, my back just cracked 47 times and it felt very good. It's very much building a complete intersupportive ecosystem for perennial food forest kind of thing. Tons of planning and work to do and very low maintenance once established. Yes, but the establishing is like a 7-year process. Once it's established, it's great. You just have to establish it. All right, so this is the line where we get a perfect square. So this is the amount of rows we need times 4. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. So it wasn't 30 rows, it's 36 rows to make a square. Not my favorite. Would have loved if it was just 30. That's okay. 36 times 4. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna work out. Where did I put my stitch markers? I want to make a mark every so many rows so that we know how far we have to go. Already 11 o'clock. Okay, in an hour, could I get, how many rows do I want to get in an hour? What do you think? Let me get my stitch marker so we can keep track of how fast we're moving. Oh, excuse me. Okay, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. So, where do we switch colors? On this side, so then we'll mark this side. 36. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Hey, don't chew on that. It's expensive. 20. Beelzebub, Gary, come here. Come here. Come on. Beelzebub, come here. Beelzebub, come. Come here, I hear you. Do you want a treat? Beelzebub. Sorry, my demon bird is doing crimes. I can hear her. Or she's leading the criminal charge. I don't know what crime is being committed, but no doubt we have some crime. What are you doing up here, guys? Nope, get out of here. Go on. Go on. Go on. Thank you. sometimes just gotta chase the demon birds out. Nothing else to be done. Is Rohan legit belly up? Yeah. Yeah, one of his arms is like this. Like bent over the other way. Yeah, he's belly up. Tell me that's a stressed cat. Tell me that cat is super anxious. He's not. And Peekaboo is not belly up. This is just... Hi. Your belly just shows up on both sides of you, doesn't it? Hey? This is Peekaboo's belly, but it's... There you go. There you go. Where's your belly? My chunky girl. Oh, there's your belly. She loves a belly rub. Is it your belly rubs? Oh, okay. Hi, honey. Oh, it's just like Kiwi. Pacing when awake, chill when asleep. Don't eat my container. Yeah, Rohan's definitely chill when he's sleeping. He doesn't... Peekaboo is like ready. Even when she's sleeping, she's like quick. Whereas when Rohan's sleeping, that's the activity that he's doing, is sleeping. Kiwi is a cute name. $11 what? I literally remember a minute ago it was just in the 40s, wasn't it? Thank you. I'm really happy with the names I picked for them. They got their personalities as well. My brother had two cats. He had Dill and Pickles, and Pickles is still alive. Dill passed away. And he got a new kitten a couple of years ago, and that one he named Gherkin. So now he has Gherkin and Pickles. He had Dill and Pickles. Now he has Gherkin and Pickles, two cats. Ugh. That's annoying. Should I just start a row again? Yeah. Will he name his kids Bread and Butter? That's funny. That's adorable. Yeah, he likes the names. I think they were very cute choices. And then he had, his Great Dane was Floyd, like Pink Floyd. And that was the biggest Great Dane. You guys remember I drew that picture of a Great Dane a couple years ago? That was my brother's dog. Ugh, so many tails. Oh, by the way, for those of you who did already watch the tutorial for this week, how did you feel about the setup? I'm trying to include my face in the videos more. Like, I'm trying to say, like, hello and welcome to the channel, like, as a talking head, as opposed to just, like, the overhead shot of my hands. if you already watched the video, did you notice this? And did it make it different? Did it make a good difference, a bad difference, or no difference at all to you? Because I feel like when I watch YouTube videos, usually at the beginning, the person who I'm watching is showing their face and as part of their introduction and their outros. So I'm trying to incorporate that more, but I don't know. It's a work in progress. I think the new video came out pretty good, and I think it's doing okay. I'm loving them. Yeah, you like it? You think it's going well? Right now, what do we have for subscribers? We're at 95,557. And yesterday's video has 150 views. Not great, but like, I think it'll pick up. I think they'll work. I really liked it. Thanks, Candace. I'm hoping I'll be able to keep up the vibe and keep up the style and quality. That's my hope. I am trying to use microphones again, so if you notice there's some audio issues in the last couple videos and in the upcoming videos, it's because I'm still working out the kinks with my audio bugs. I've tried 3 microphones now. I have multiple microphones and I stopped using them, and I don't remember why I stopped using them. I think it was just because it was like work and I didn't want to do that work. But I'm trying them out again. So right now I'm using a lav mic, which is like the kind that clips onto your shirt. I have one of those, and then I have one that clips into the camera, and I have another that clips into the camera. So there's like 3 different microphone options for me to try, and I'm seeing how I can do with using a mic to edit the audio again. I've just been having issues with my audio. I don't like how it's sounding. So I'm trying microphones to see if I can get a better vibe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Well, that's good. We just need to get to 32, and then we'll be halfway done. 32 or 36? Never mind, I think it's 36. 3 purples, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyway, if you have not checked out my most recent video, it is for a pair of very cute little baby booties. Super easy, super beginner friendly as a tutorial, and the video is live on my channel now, and I would love if you could check it out. And if you do check it out, I would also love if you could leave a thumbs up on it and a comment if you're feeling extra generous. Green and then yellow. And also that goes for this stream as well. If you don't mind leaving a like on the video, click the like button, and then if you're feeling extra generous, leave a comment. Because the YouTube algorithm gods, that is what they accept as currency. Sid says, oh my god, I changed the ink in my clear fountain pen, and it went from looking like coffee in the barrel to coffee in the barrel to looking like blood. It went from butterscotch to red ochre, and then red ochre to a very dark shade of brown. Ooh, that's interesting. Also, good job changing the ink on your clear fountain pen. Changing out the replaceable stuff is... I did that with light bulbs yesterday, which is why, as you can see, I'm glowing for the gods this morning. The reason I look like I don't have eye bags is because I have lighting today. Usually the lighting is just overhead, which is why you usually just see my giant eye bags. But when the lighting is in the front, when she changes the light bulbs, she looks more healthy. So I get it. I changed out the, not changed out, I added lead to my reusable pencils, refillable pencils, mechanical pencils. The words are super. I added lead and I I added lead to my mechanical pencils and I put in new light bulbs everywhere where light bulbs have burnt out. So, good job refilling your refillables. I'm testing color samples of diamine Forever inks. So far I really like them, but the pigments do crust up the nib if you're not careful. How do you be careful? Do you have to like rinse it off before you put it away? I'm not a doctor and I don't use fountain pens. Careful means capping at every pause. Oh, okay. Don't let it dry out at all. I see, I see. Not great note-taking kind of ink. Oh, more of like an invitation writing kind of ink. More of like a, I'm making a poster for some magical fancy reason. I want to know how many more knots are in this ball of yarn, so I'm gonna unwind it. Unwound. It will be unwound. I'll do this so you can watch the struggle I'm doing. I'm pulling apart the whole ball of yarn so that I can double check how many knots there are inside of it, so that I can not accidentally crochet half of a row and then notice there's a knot inside. Not that knowing the knot is coming is going to change anything for me, but like, I can believe. I think I just wanted to pull apart this ball of yarn. I think that's the truth and we should just accept it. You know, sometimes when you need a break from crocheting, you just make another job for yourself. That's what just happened. I needed a break from crocheting, so instead of finding another thing to do, I just made a job that didn't exist. I'm using them for my journal. My other pen got clogged after I used it to take notes with the same ink during a button teaching call. Oops. Well, at least your notes are probably beautiful in your journal. All right, so there's the first one unwound. Love that for us. We're super cool and smart. Now I'm gonna rewind this one first. Hopefully there's no knots in this one. Do you think we're gonna have enough yarn? I kind of think we will. At first I was like, I don't. Now I'm thinking we will. We're almost close to almost halfway there, I think. I hope. And we haven't even used half of the yarn, which would mean that we're okay. Right? Right. See? A knot. So I'll just untie that, and this will be a small ball of yarn on its own, so that I don't end up halfway through a row with a small ball of yarn. My handwriting isn't that different with a fountain pen. How much I'm rushing makes the biggest difference. Oh, yeah, when I'm writing fast, she turns into chicken scratch real quick. I think I need to make Toby a slightly smaller dog bed out of that dog bed. I think I just need to make it a little bit smaller. It's a bit much. He loves a big dog bed, but I don't think he needs it that big. I do love the ritual of uncapping a screw cap pen as I sit down to write, though. That is a nice ritual. I love any ritual, honestly. If you make it into a ritual, I like it. I like having... I have an addictive personality, so if you make it into a ritual that I can follow, I will. We love a ritual. By the way, do you see, Sid? I don't know if you notice it, but your beads hang in my background always. In case you didn't notice it, I'll just draw your attention. I say this to Alex whenever I'm showing him the garden. I say, if I could just draw your attention to this celosia over here, if I could just draw your attention to this, it's kind of peaceful, like taking a slow breath. Aw. Yeah, you're right next to the mink. And Rohan, who is fully just having a good time. He's having a good time, having a good time. It's already 20 after 11. I want to get this as close to finished as I can. Well, why did you take a break then, Laura? Hi, Pika. Hi. Hi, chubby cheeks. I love you. I love you, Pika. Lol, Laura giving Alex the full museum curator treatment in the garden. Literally said, I literally do. If I could just draw your attention real quick to this Cleome. I'd like you to notice the way that it ombres from pink to white. I'd like you to note the long styles and the stamen and the color of the pollen. You can see the bees have been here today. And Alex goes, yes, very nice. And he'll go, look, a bee is sleeping on one of your flowers. And then he'll look at me and he'll go, a zinnia? And I go, yes, it's a zinnia. Sometimes he'll look and he'll go, ah, the Cleome. And I'll go, what are you talking about? And he'll go, the Cosmo, the Cleome. And then I'll be like, there's no cosmos blooming right there. That's a zinnia. And he'll go, yes, the zinnia. But he patiently listens to all of my... Excuse me, I literally... That was a gift. That's a gift. You can't have it. She's like, but I actually can have it. I love it too, Sid. It makes me very happy that he listens to all of my ranting about the garden. And sometimes, yesterday night, for example, I was cooking and went outside. Alex was sitting outside because it was beautiful out. And then I said, I'm going back in to finish dinner. Before you come inside, have a look at the flowers. Some of them are looking so beautiful because it's been raining. And then I was cooking and he just stood on the stairs and just took it all in. And he came in and I was like, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, why? And I was like, you were just like standing there staring. And he was like, no, I was looking at the garden. You told me to take a look. I was looking. And I was like, oh, I literally thought you were going to like faint or something because you were just standing there like stationary. Nope, he was just looking at the garden, just standing there staring at it. And he said, I like the red ones. I noticed there was drops of water on it from the rain, like photographs. Drops of water on the red flowers.
Why don't you?
All right, back to crochet. Hey, Alex. What's your favorite flower this summer? Which one, the pink or the purple one? Purple Cleome. And he calls it Cleon. Like from Foundation. He likes the purple Cleome, and I'm glad that I have 6 Cleome plants. I have 3 pink and 3 purple. There's actually 7 plants, but one of them's not blooming yet, so I don't know what color it is. Somehow I managed to have 3 pink and 3 purple Cleome survive to adulthood, and then 1 miscellaneous. I'm guessing purple, but the purple Cleome is Alex's favorite, and that makes me so happy. Knowing that he has a favorite makes me happy. He knows what a nasturtium is. He knows what a Cleome is. He knows what a Cosmo is. He knows what a zinnia is. What else do you know, Alex? What other flowers do you know what they are?
What other flowers?
In my garden, do you know them?
Oh, the ones that taste really bad. Nasturtiums. You bite them.
Uh-huh. What?
Like, surprising.
Mm-hmm. Do you know any other flowers by name? Not unless you're looking right at them, huh? What about sweet alyssum? You know that one?
Yeah.
Because I talk about it a lot. Baby's breath?
Lemon tree.
You know the lemon tree? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. You're so talented. You know so much.
Amaranth.
Yeah, that's true. You know amaranth.
I like amaranth.
Yeah, amaranth's pretty cool.
Oh, the other one that you were like, oh, it's all orange. I wanted it not orange. We keep kind of orange.
Gladiolus.
We don't have it right now.
No, we don't have it right now. It blooms and then it's finished.
Yeah, that one.
You like that one?
Yeah, and I knew the name of it.
Oh, yeah. Love is enjoying others' neurodivergent special interests. Agreed. Love is listening to someone else's neurodivergent special interest. It doesn't have to be enjoying. It's just listening to it. How's your knockoff popcorn?
Whack.
Right?
Yeah.
It's too salty and it tastes weird.
It is weird.
Green, yellow. Now we're doing blues again. Da, 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 da. I was just listening to Benson Boone this morning. I added a couple of Benson Boone's songs to my playlist, and he has a nice voice, and I don't know why, probably because of the way his voice sounds, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud. I feel like I want to listen to that song. That's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. Do 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 do. Supersonic man out of you. That's the song that's in my head now. Not from Benson Boone, but his voice made me feel that song. So I'm going to listen to that song after the stream, since I can't listen to music on the stream. This one guy at work, Sid said, is an older and deaf on the spectrum, and he backed about music and astrology. And he talks about music and astrology like it's nobody's business. I do the same, hold on, and it annoys others, but I find it very endearing. Because I get it. I do the same thing anytime Ramstein or Harry Potter comes up, or astrology. I have heard Ramstein, whatever, songs my whole life and not known any of them. And a couple of weeks ago, Alex played something, it came on a playlist when he was working on the car, and I had this like awakening of like, ooh, that is very fun to listen to. And I didn't go back to it yet, but it's something on my list of like, I listened and I went, oh, that actually is a lot of fun to listen to. So it is on my list to go back to. Sid, if you have any recommendations for where I should get started with the band, please let me know. I would be happy to take your recommendations because I'm sure you have some. What song was it? I'm big curious. I don't know if I can find what song it was. It was one of the ones where you'll recognize it because I had heard it before. Okay, let's see what their main songs are, and I'll see if it was one of those. Oh, they're not in English either, obviously. So I don't know what the song is by looking at the title. I only know the songs by how they feel. Couldn't help ya. Don't know the songs by their titles. But if you're a Rammstein listener and you have suggestions for someone who's just dipping their toes into the band, what would you recommend? Because I like the voice. It kind of gives me the same, the Maneskin, that guy's voice, not in English, but lovely voice. Same vibe for me. Reese Reese and Mutter are their core albums. I wonder if it's Mutter. I love Rosenrot because it's got ballads that are beautiful. Reese Reese and Mutter. Mutter. It's probably Mutter because it would have accents, probably, right? I'm not a doctor, I'm just a crocheting girl. Till's voice is gorgeous. It is. It's gorgeous. Kind of like, okay, there's like the band Muse and the band Maneskin. They both feel like they would go well on tour with Rammstein, whatever. Is it Stein or Steen? Or does it not matter? Rammstein. Probably Stein, like a stein of beer. Rammstein. Anyway, beautiful voice. And I think that Maneskin and Rammstein, and who was the other one I just said? They should all go on tour together. What in the ADHD is going on around here? 11:30. Why is time passing so quickly today? I'm not emotionally prepared for this day to be moving so quickly. It better slow down. Riza, Mutter, Rosenrot, Rammstein. What are you doing over there, Rohan? Or Toby? Rohan's sleeping. What do you want, Beelzebub? Get out of here. You're not invited. Raiza. Anyway, I'm not aware of their content. I just know that it was a song that I had heard before because I knew it. Okay, calm down, birds. And now I'm interested. All right, where are we at now? 36, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. So we are nearly at the halfway mark. Was it 36? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. I'll drop links in Discord. Thank you. I appreciate that, Sid. 30. Well, this is actually 29. But it's going to be the 30th. 29, 30, and then 3 more colors. Which means gray, then we do purple, gray, green. Purple, gray, green, I think, right? And then we'll be at the halfway. almost at the halfway. See? It's not going to line up perfectly or anything, but let me see if I can get you a farther zoomed out look. So this will be like, the bag will be like, the front will look like this. These will line up, not perfectly, obviously, but they'll line up just fine. Then these will be stitched, and this will be the back of the bag. So the bag's height, see if I can move this out of the way. The bag's height will be this. This will be the side. This will be the bottom. See? So that's going to be the look for the height. It's going to look really cute. I think it's going to be really cute. We're almost halfway there, which is super good. I'm very happy to be nearly halfway there because I think we've only used roughly half of our yarn. So hopefully, if everything goes well, we should end up having enough yarn. I hope. I'm feeling hopeful. Do you feel hopeful? Do you feel positive? I want to be positive. I put them in the music channel. Thanks, Sid. Thank you very much. That Discord is literally like a library of everything I need. I feel like those colors work well between all seasons too. I love that. Maybe this will be a Christmas gift. Depends how nice it turns out. The frustrating thing is whenever I make something nice, my brain and heart want me to have it. Like, I want to play with it. So I'm like, oh, I'll just keep it because it's nice. But like, I have hangers in front of me. I have 6 of them, 6 like hooks. Each one of the 6 has a purse on it. And 1, 2, 3 of the hooks have 2 purses. There are 9 bags hanging in front of me right now. Like 9, like purses, satchels, carry bags, not grocery shopping bags, like just bags for social bags. So I don't really need any more purses, and yet here I am, just going ahead, making another. Okay, blue and then purple again. Yeah, we'll have enough yarn for sure. Right? We're barely even using any in each color section, right? Right. It's going well. It's gonna work out so well, and we're gonna be so pleased. Wow, my hair is very red right now. It won't be for long. It'll rinse. But I agree. I think the gray helps it move between seasons. Because, yeah, the green and the purple are like springy, but then the orange and the blue could be kind of fall-y. So then they're kind of like just a rainbow. But it's not like too clearly rainbow that it's feeling too rainbowy. Not that there's such thing. Everything is beautiful as a rainbow, but like sometimes you're not going for like a straight rainbow, you know? I feel like it's so dark and rainy out right now. I just love those colors together. They jive so well. Thanks. I'm glad you like them. Thank Julia, because she's the one who bought all of these yarns at some point and made them into something, or thought she was gonna at some point, because here we are now making them into something else. So it makes sense that they look good together, because they probably were meant for a project at some point. I don't know what the project was, because Julia doesn't use wool. Also, these are all colors I would have used, so I'm wondering if these are from my stash. This isn't, though. I didn't buy this color. Did I? Maybe I did. All I know is that these came from Julia's yarn stash. There's a possibility that these yarn stashes are from my yarn stash, but I don't remember these, but they are colors I would have bought. There's a reason Ramstein toured with Korn back in the 90s. Let's see. I swapped the links so they're in release order. Older and newer stuff has a darker and dirtier lyrics, just a heads up. Okay, cool. Thank you. I have to compare this to some of my other sweaters to see if these are my yarns. They feel like mine. The more I'm looking at it, the more I'm like, these colors are, but I could have just chosen the colors that she had that fit me, you know? I don't remember. I'll have to ask her. Can't ask her now though, because she is enjoying a vacation. Lucky lady. I mean, is it really a vacation if there's a infant and a almost 3-year-old? Probably not really a vacation, but you know. Let's see. Currently I've had Sleep Token on loop. Their voice, wow. Currently I've had Sleep Token on loop. Their vocalist is amazing too. I've been listening to well, not a lot of Muse, but a repeat of many of the same songs of Muse lately. I love what is it called? I'm trying to think of what the title is. I can sing the song. They will not force us. We will be victorious. Is that, I forget what the name is, but that song, I've been playing it on repeat because Muse has a very good vibe. Ooh, Muse is such a good vibe. Oh, right, Candace, I forgot about that. You told me to check out that Facebook message, and I didn't. If you remember, check out the Facebook message for a craft you could do. Sent an attachment. Don't toss that yet. What is it? I can't watch it right now. It's a video. Well, I have it open. I'll watch it after. Literally, you replied exactly what I was saying. Okay. Uprising. It's called Uprising. The song is called Uprising. Sorry, I had to think of what the song was called because it's not in the words. But I love that song a lot. I know it's... Okay, calm down. I know it's a popular song, but I still like it a lot. We will be victorious. It's a vid, so later maybe. Laters maybe. Where are we at now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. Okay, this is 34. And then we just have to do the green, and the green will be 36, which means that will be our halfway point. Which is awesome. I really wanted to get at least to the halfway point today. And then the rest I will do as part of my video. I've already filmed the first bit. Where did everyone go today? Must just be a busy day. I feel like it was such a quiet chat today. It's already 11:40 and we've only had the 6 of us. Not very busy today. I'm still happy you guys are here. Don't get me wrong. Just remember to click the thumbs up button, okay? Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes we have quiet days. Birds, what are you doing? Beelzebub? I hear you. Yeah, you went quiet. That's how I know you're doing a crime, or you would have just kept doing what you're doing. My level of energy is way low recently. Well, I hope that picks up. I'm sure that it will get a little bit better now that the heat has finally broken. It's not gone forever. It's just not quite as hot as it has been. Because it has been so crazy hot. How are you even supposed to live? But when's your next follow-up to find out how your heart's doing? Because is that something you should worry about? Low energy? So dark out. It's like 11:40 and it feels like it's like 6 in the morning. I need to call and find out, maybe a couple of months. Ugh. I thought it was like an emergency that they wanted to do surgery on your heart. Why are they backing off of how much of an emergency it is? I think it's been a month now since my last operation. Time passes so weirdly. Pretty sure I'm having a procrastination day. I had one of those yesterday. It resulted in a stress nap. Today I can't procrastinate because my friend is coming over on the weekend, so I have to get all my work done so that I don't have to work on the weekend. Usually I just procrastinate enough that I end up having to work on the weekend and I go, oh well, I run my life so I can work on the weekend if I want to. Whereas this weekend I have a thing to do, so I can't work this weekend. Okay, I need another stitch marker here because we got to the halfway point. Ugh, in my video I said it was going to be 120 rows. But it's not going to be 120. It's going to be 120 plus 24. So it's going to be 144 rows. Oh, I have no idea, but it ticks us all off. Life sucks lately, but now I know why I'm feeling the way I do, so I just don't push it. Yeah, definitely don't push it. Don't put yourself in danger. But at the same time, yeah, it would definitely tick me off too. It's like, hello, we're supposed to be the country that has the healthcare, so if you could, whoa, hold on. If you could real quick just provide me said healthcare, that'd be great. Okay, come on, you. And you. Scooch up. Right there, okay. And then right there, thank you. And then right there. There. Beautiful. I will say it is nice to do the crochet as a single crochet because it's so fast and doesn't require much thinking at all. If it requires any thinking, it's not very much. Beelzebub, what are you doing? Gary? Don't enable her. My birds are definitely doing some kind of crime. Don't break stuff. I'm just worried they're gonna bite the camera. One sec. Ma'am, sir, have you heard about your car's extended warranty? Have you heard about the word of our Lord? How about you, Toby? Have you heard the word of our Lord? Have ya? Have ya? They told the new girl to double check the sale set. She's never done that before. Why, coworkers? Why? They told me I need to double check the sale set. And you're like, cool. So what they really mean is that they need you to teach them how to do that? Cool. Toby's tail wag is epic. Yes, he's a happy boy. Oh, look who woke up. Look who woke up. Good morning, Rohan. He only wakes up because he noticed. He noticed Miss Peekaboo here. Living a good life. Let's see, I'm at home and our boss is out of town. Great. The guy who put up the signs was supposed to make sure it was all square last night. Why are you the one that has to handle it if you're not there? I know that the boss is out of town, but like, not your problem. You better not be going into work today, Sid. Or else. Sounds like it's raining again. Toby, what is that? What did you just bring over here? What is this? You can't eat that. That's for the birds. That's poison for you. No. No. Half of a grape. He was sniffing it. But peekaboo. But the birds must have just dropped it on the floor. He wasn't eating it, just sniffing it. Hello, Beelzebub. Hi. She's like, ooh, a grape. I love grapes. Yeah, I know. You're the one that dropped it. Don't drop it on the floor again. I'm gonna do a great Rohan imitation in a bit. Oh well, maybe not that part. I'm not that limbo. I'm not that limbo. I'm not that what's the word? I'm not that limber. Okay, good. She's eating it, but she's not gonna drop it. Limber. My brain couldn't remember the word. Limbo. Limbic. Limbaugh. I cannot get my leg that high up in the air. No, not quite. Not as quite as high as our little ballerina boy. Hey there, Beelzebub. Just eating a grape. Just sitting around, munching. All my animals out here doing troubles. I did tell her... Okay, he's eating his kibble. I did tell her if she needed any help, because she's alone, she could text or call me, because I'm apparently the only adult in the department. I'm not bitter. Not at all. Just the only adult that works at your workplace. It's fine. It's so cute how Toby free feeds and he just eats when he's hungry. You can't see, but right here is his dog food bowl. And the cats eat like they're being starved and have never eaten before, whereas Toby just like has a few mouthfuls and then walks away. But I can't go in. I have to be home with my dad. Fair enough. Is your dad okay? Is your dad not well right now? Is this information that I should know and am forgetting? Why do I know something's up with him? My brain is rotted. I'm so sorry. Okay, hold on. Green and then yellow. My brain knows there's something. It just can't remember quite what. But something happened. Okay. Don't drop grapes on the floor. Are you trying to poison the dog? The answer is probably. Probably the bird is trying to poison the dog. Okay. Alright, Beelzebub. Alright. Nearly there. We're getting somewhere. We've made it to the halfway point, which is awesome. I'm very happy to be that far along. I just need to... I'll block it to make sure it's right. That's my plan. When it's done, I'll block it to the correct measurement. Little chunky Toby. I almost just called him Thunder again. I'm gonna eventually stop calling him Thunder, for sure. I haven't yet stopped calling him Thunder, but I will. Eventually I'll get to a point where where I remember. I know his name is not Thunder, and I know his name is Toby, and yet sometimes my brain, it's just because they both start with a T and they're both Chihuahuas. Look at my little zoo. Parrots and cats and dogs just everywhere. Peekaboo is snoring. Every few breaths she goes, or she's dreaming maybe. Toby loves the water fountain, by the way. That's what he's doing right now. He just went for a little walk. And now he's back. What are you doing, Tobe? Come on, Toby. Toby. Oh, you're just standing? Cool. Thought you walked away. Alas, just hovering underneath. Toby, where are you going? This poor girl is so confused. Our coworker clearly did not leave enough clear instructions. Big rude on his part. Yeah, that is rude, especially if she's on her own for the first time. He hates wearing a collar, that dog. He scratches at his neck all day like it's so uncomfortable. I got him, it's big, so it's not rubbing against anything. It's not tight, so it's not making it hard for him to breathe or anything. He just hates it. He hates wearing it. He doesn't even have to wear it at night. He sleeps in bed with no collar on. All I've ever done is retail, so things that feel common sense to me are Greek to everyone else. Yeah, retail rules and retail worlds. If you've never worked in retail, doesn't mean anything. Doesn't make any sense. Gosh, it's like working in fast food. If you've never worked in fast food and then you do work in fast food, you're like, oh, there's reasons for a lot of the things that are annoying. There's reasons for a lot of things. There's rules for a lot of things. Same with retail. There's rules. And if you don't know them, then they don't mean anything or make any sense. But if you do, then you've got them memorized and you look like a master. I was going to say a whiz kid, but that's not the right. You look like some kind of master who knows everything. It's like when I worked at Wendy's when I was a teenager, I would know like the price before tax and the price after tax of so many combinations. So people would be like, I want a Baconator with large fries and I want a chocolate frosty as the drink, and can you add an extra chicken wrap? And I would know what the total was. They'd be like, how do you know that? And I'd be like, well, here's the thing. It's not like I'm doing the math. It's like 400 people have ordered that exact same meal. Eventually, you remember them. And sometimes it's a little bit of mental math, but usually it's like you memorize it by doing it 1,000 times. At least that was my experience. Okay, yellow and then blue again. We have a BOGO going, and all he said was, check the books are scanning right. Cool, thanks. Like, shit doesn't even know what any of that means, or what the signs look like. Right. If you're in retail and you've worked at that store, those words make sense. If you've not worked at that store, those are just, you've just said words. Words that have meanings, but they don't mean anything to me. Yeah. Just double check the books are working with the new signage. What? Well, do you guys write people up? Do you get talking tos? I know it's a co-op, so it might be a different work environment than just like a regular grocery store vibe, but rude. And I'm like, well, I hope the signs are the same BOGO signs as normal. Because, like, what if they made the signs different randomly? Yeah, you're like, I mean, I hope the signs are what you mean, what you need. Now we have a complaint process, but it's honestly bullshit. Yeah. Like every retail job. HR is not there for you. HR is there for the company. Complaints are not there for you. They're there to protect the company. Meetings are not there for you. They're there for the company. None of it's about you. It's all about the company. With peace and love. The new manager is better. The old department managers are still butthurt, but he's less into playing faves than previous management. It's been fun. Yeah, I bet. I bet it's been so much fun. I'm gonna finish this row with the dark blue, and then I'm gonna be done for the day. I go outside and play in my garden. I wish I could go to the beach today. It's so just damp and cloudy. I love that. There would be so many beautiful rocks to see on the beach. If you are a rock hound and you have any water area around you, go when it's raining to that place. The rocks that you find, you'll be able to find so many better rocks. When it's raining, the rocks are all clean and pretty and they look better. I like the new manager. He's chill and pretty common sense about running things and cleaning up the store. Well, that's good. Oh my goodness, it's already 12. I knew that. Here we go. Last stitch of the dark blue. Finish it in the gray. Chain one and, oops. Chain one and turn with the gray. And then I can cut the dark blue. Dark blue, dark blue. I wonder how many people say that. It's a song by Jack's Mannequin called Dark Blue. And the first words of the song are, dark blue, have you ever been alone in a crowded room? But now every time I hear the word, like if, hey, what color paint do you want to do? I was thinking dark blue. My brain goes, dark blue, every time. The other two really did pick faves, made things really uncomfy sometimes. You made good progress on that today, Laura. Thank you. I think I did too. I feel good about it. Probably because there was nobody here. It was just you and me chatting, so I didn't get distracted. But thank you. I'm the emo voice. You are so fast at crocheting. Yeah, in the emo voice. Exactly. It's got, you have to do it in the emo voice. Dark blue, dark blue. Okay, calm down first of all, phone. I'm leaving. You don't have to be so dramatic. Okay, so now let me show you what we're looking at, what she's looking like. Here's how big our little rectangle has gotten. We are halfway done. More than halfway. This was the halfway point. And I'll show you from the overhead shot again. Here, we're going to be folding like this, one way. Then like this, another way. And now we're in the process of doing this side here. And that should just keep growing out like this. And then that'll get taller like this eventually. And it'll be super cute. Won't that be cute? That's a good size. I did 8 inches, and now looking at it, it's more than that. It's bigger. Oh my god, the colors, right? Don't they look cute? So the bag is going to be folded like this, and the bag will be sideways like this. And it'll be like, there'll be a whole other triangle coming out here, similar to that one. But the colors do look good together. They really are lovely. Let's just hope we can finish the whole bag, because that's the halfway mark. We have to keep getting across. All right, be kind, be safe, leave a comment later. Toodles till Friday, keep smiling, keep them guessing. Exactly, totally, Candace. I'm on your team with that one. Thank you for being here today, friends. If you had fun, if you enjoyed, come back on Friday, because we get together Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. To hang out, chat, work on stuff, make things together. Why did you crap out, computer? You can do it. You can survive it. It's gonna be fine. Sometimes my computer just has a really hard time, okay? Anyway, I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your week, and I'll see you on Friday. So, love you guys. See you next time. Bye!